Greetings. There was a comment left on one of my videos a couple of years ago now, I think, asking that I make videos for people new to the goth culture. A how-to type of video, I believe. I don't know that I'd be very good at that sort of thing. I am so divorced from getting into the culture due to my age and how long I've been within the goth culture that I don't know that I could sufficiently sympathize with what new people are needing or looking for. But at the same time, I want to ensure the health of the goth culture, at least by my estimations, which could very well differ significantly from others. But I will begin a series of videos where I will speak to more, it's a good way to put it, less controversial aspects. Small bits of advice that I find useful or have found useful throughout my time. It's a little bit difficult for me because of the internet, actually. It's so easy now to find resources, and that's extremely different from how I sought those same kinds of resources when I was first looking into things. For instance, just the availability of music itself. In Fargo, North Dakota, where I am and have been throughout the whole time that I've been goth. Lovely. Here, most of the places where we could buy CDs had them, tightly bound. There was no way to find out what a band sounded like. So even looking for goth bands and finding them was really quite difficult. There was no YouTube. There was nothing that you could go to as a resource of music just to sample. Then we had a store here called Media Play. Doesn't exist anymore here. I don't know if it does elsewhere. But Media Play had a policy that you could actually, they would allow you to listen to a CD before you purchased it. And so I would go there and I would stack up about 8 or 9 different CDs, take them up to the thing. So I'd like to listen to these, and I would just sample each one and kind of make a determination then and there whether or not I thought it was something that was goth. And I think to the credit of most of us here in Fargo, we did pretty well with that. There wasn't anything that I'm aware of that we decided was goth that wasn't. There wasn't anything that was particularly left out. So I think we did a fairly good job with that. I did actually, one of the CDs that I remember was kind of funny, was a very early Ministry album. And on the album, it's got like a woman's hand with black nail polish on. It's holding a black rose or a red rose or something. And I'm like, wow, this looks really, really nice and romantic and very goth. And I listened to it, and this is Ministry's early work. Extremely different from the albums that were coming out in the early 90s when I was kind of discovering him. And it was this weird poppy, like I wasn't even sure it was the same band. It made no sense to me whatsoever. But anyway, I ended up not buying that album. I actually don't like Every Day is Halloween. Um, I'm just not. My fandom for Ministry is about 1991. Oh no, a little bit earlier. I do like Mine is a Terrible Thing to Taste and things like that. So maybe 87, 88 through 2000. And after that, I just don't really even care. There was a song on the one of the Matrix soundtracks that was okay, but then I just kind of lost interest in them. So, but that's not really a practical thing anymore with the how available MP3s are. My recommendation for finding new music that you might like that is goth is go to YouTube, pick a band that you know is considered classical goth, Sisters of Mercy, or Susie and the Banshees, or Joy Division, or go for some post punk or whatnot. And Angel of Liberty might be another good one too. And so put in that band, select a song by them that you enjoy, and while you're listening to that, begin to browse the suggested videos that is on the side column. And take a moment to, once your song is done or you're done listening to it, pause it or whatnot. And I always just open up a new tab, but choose some of these other bands. I found a band that I really, really like. I don't think they're technically post-punk or goth, but they're called 6th June. And I really, really have enjoyed this band, and they are one of the bands that I found in this manner. It just, you end up kind of down many rabbit holes because you'll find one that, oh, I kind of like this, some of the songs of this band or whatever. Oh, and then that video has, another one in the side column that looks interesting too. So I'll listen to that. So I'll just get like tabs all the way across my browser. So it's kind of interesting and humorous in that. But so that's a recommendation, just to kind of widen the perspective. It's not, of course, going to be a guarantee that the bands that are in that column are goth, but it's fairly likely that they'll be at least somewhat similar to the band that you began with. So just a recommendation there for finding new music. And that, I guess, will be the beginning of my recommendations videos to people possibly new to this culture. Thank you so much.